Okay, so this is the meeting of the Conservation, Sustainability and Green Initiatives Committee, and the first task is to take forward.
Hello, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Reinhardt? Epicoro? Smitho?
Here.
Mr. Fine is excused. Lockhart?
Here.
Miller? Plotsky is excused. Simpson?
Here.
And Curley.
Here.
6 present, Mr. Chairman.
First order of business is approving the previous meeting minutes. Do I have a motion? Second. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Unanimous. Okay. Second item, public hearing on proposed local law number L 2022, a local law of the County of Albany creating the Albany County Nature and Historic Preserve System. Jeff, would you like to say something?
Sure. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. As many of you may know, this is sort of a part two, and bear with me because I'm suffering a cold, but this is part two of a derivation of a piece of legislation that was introduced earlier in the year relative to preserving forests. We, on recommendation of Majority Council, we split that original piece of legislation up into 2 pieces. The first piece having to do with the policy of when the county itself disturbs standing forests, and we consider that, and we approved that earlier this summer. And then this is the second component, which the underlying public policy was to create a forest preserve system within Albany County. And again, on the advice of Majority Council, it was suggested that the best way to do that was to revise existing statutes that are on the books relative to nature preserves, specifically the one out at the Emily Pond, and expand upon that, which this legislation does.
I would also just like to add that what we also have crafted here is essentially a tool that will allow us to be eligible for a variety of state and federal grants. And that was intentional. We're hoping that there will be various opportunities to do that, whether it's greenhouse gas, climate mitigation kinds of things, or preserving unique species. It's kind of like Prego sauce, it's all in here, and that was on purpose because we want to be able to take advantage of these opportunities that we think will present themselves in the future. So we think it's fiscally a good approach. Any questions?
I'd like to be added as a sponsor, co-sponsor.
Thank you.
So I had asked both Jeff and Pat to get me on as a co-sponsor as well.
All right, is there a motion?
Motion.
Second? All right. All in favor? We move
Aye.
forward with a
Rebecca.
positive recommendation.
Put me on.
And the second item is the law itself, so that has to be tabled. That was a really long meeting. Does anyone have anything else they want to add at this point? No? All right, is there a motion to adjourn? See you all at the hearings.
Now, I see you can't drink alcoholic beverages in forest preserve.
No.
Can you smoke marijuana?
Of course.
It's sort of a glaring